Hey kids, one more picture book for today. Carle's The Grouchy Ladybug. Now, many of you might have read this book before. Some of you it might be new, but some of you have probably read this book before. This is not a new book. This is actually, this was published, I can tell you when it was published, a while ago. In 1977 is when it was copyrighted. So it's been out for quite a while, right? But I'm choosing books off of my shelf because we're all home and we're reading the things that we have. So I thought I would pull it out and read it to you because my kids and I would always read this in the spring. We chose this book in the spring because we usually would plant our seeds in our garden in the spring and in the early summer where we live. So we would be planting our seeds, which we've done here. We get egg cartons, right? So I should probably get an egg carton, and I can even show you. But we would take old recycled egg cartons, and we fill those up with dirt, and we put our seeds in each of the little spaces where the eggs go. And we sprout our seeds. So we start that usually in the spring at our house. Just different types of things. So zucchini and cucumbers and tomato plants, sunflowers. We always grow sunflowers, and we'd plant those. And then we would always read this because we learn while we're gardening not just about our plants and their life cycle and where our fruits and our vegetables come from, but we also learn that some of the bugs that we see, some of the insects that we see on our plants aren't harming them, they are helping them. And so ladybugs and bumblebees, and bees, those are working bugs. They help our plants. So Carle does a really great job with this book, helping us to see one of the roles of ladybugs, but he also, this is the other thing I love, teaches us time in this. So I'm going to share this, The Grouchy Ladybug by Carle, and here is one of my favorite things. Like I said, he teaches us facts. So in this book, one of my favorite things that he does is he dedicates this book to the ladybugs. And it says this: aphids are very small insects. They suck the juice from the leaves and then the leaves die. So aphids, they kill the plants because they suck the juice out and the leaves die. Ladybugs eat aphids. That's good for trees, shrubs, and other plants that have leaves. To the ladybugs, I have dedicated this book. 3 cheers for them. Yay, ladybugs. So little red ladybugs. They are helpers. It was night, and some fireflies danced around the moon. It's nighttime. In summertime, the fireflies are going to come out, aren't they? At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted to have them for breakfast. Look at the time. It's 5 o'clock. And he actually said 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock. See that? Good morning, said the friendly ladybug. Go away, shouted the grouchy ladybug. I want those aphids. We can share them, suggested the friendly ladybug. No, they're mine, all mine, screamed the grouchy ladybug. Or do you want to fight me for them? If you insist, answered the friendly ladybug sweetly. It looked the other bug straight in the eye. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. Oh, you're not big enough for me to fight, it said. Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger? I'll do that, screeched the grouchy ladybug. I'll show you. It puffed itself up and flew off. Look here. Good morning. Go away. Look at them. Grouchy. Very friendly. I feel grouchy sometimes, and sometimes I feel friendly, right? At 6 o'clock, it met a yellow jacket. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "You want to fight?" "If you insist," said the yellow jacket, showing its stinger. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and it flew off. This was at 6 o'clock. Look, what do you think comes after 6? At 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, it met a stag beetle. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "You want to fight?" "If you insist," said the stag beetle, opening its jaws. "Oh, no, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and it flew off. Look how tiny the ladybug is compared to the stag beetle. And she says, he's not big enough. At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the praying mantis, reaching out with its long front legs. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. That was at 8 o'clock. What do you think's next? Let me find the camera. Right there. 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. Watch what's happening to the sun. You see the sun here? As the day goes, where does the sun go? Oh. That was at 9 o'clock. Let's see what happens at 10 o'clock. Are you ready? At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the lobster, stretching its claws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the ladybug, and flew off. That was at 10. Now, let's see what happens at. Do you know? What is that? At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the skunk, starting to lift its tail. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. After 11 in the morning comes 12 o'clock at noon, and the sun is all the way as high in the sky as it's going to be at 12 o'clock noon. Who does it look like she meets at 12 o'clock noon? At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the snake, "right after lunch." "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. The snake says, after lunch. What do you think is going to be lunch for the snake? That little squirrel. Gotta eat that squirrel, huh? So, at 12 o'clock, the sun's gonna start to go down. And what comes after 12 o'clock? 1 o'clock. And let's see what the ladybug runs into at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the hyena, laughing eerily and showing its teeth. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug. So she flew off. 1. Now it's 2 o'clock. Can you see? what she runs into at 2 o'clock. Look at this tiny ladybug and what she runs into next, right at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, it met a gorilla. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the gorilla, beating his chest. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. She wants to fight everybody until she sees none of them are big enough to fight. All right, now it is 3 o'clock. And what does she see at 3 o'clock? A rhino. At 3 o'clock, it ran into a rhinoceros. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the rhinoceros, lowering its horn. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. That's at 3. What do you think will be at 4 o'clock for this ladybug? Who will she run into next? I can tell. Can you tell what that is? At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusks. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. The sun is really starting to set. Can you see? It's getting lower and lower, and it's 4 o'clock. And after 4 o'clock in the afternoon comes 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There, can you see 5 o'clock? What do you think? Can you tell what this is? She sees, or it sees, at 5 o'clock. There it is. Can you tell? At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" But the whale did not answer at all. "You're not big enough anyway," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. A whale, she said, a whale isn't big enough to fight. Grouchy, grouchy ladybug. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to one of the whale's flippers, "Hey, you, want to fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. Now look, it was 5 o'clock, and now it's 5:15. At 5:30, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's fin, "Hey, you want to fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. Went from 5:15 to 5:30. Do you see that? Can you see that? 5:30. Got no answer from the whale's fin. At 5:45, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's tail, "Hey, you, wanna fight?" So now it's 5:45. And here it is, see? And it said to the whale's tail, "Hey, you wanna fight?" And the whale's tail gave the grouchy ladybug such a slap. Watch. Slap. It flipped. That it flew across the sea and across the land. There she goes. It flipped her and it's flipped her. There she flies across the sea and across the land. At 6 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug arrived right back where it had started from. 6 o'clock at night. 6 p.m. "Ah, there you are again," said the friendly ladybug. "You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner." "Oh, thank you," said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. "Thank you. You're welcome." Soon, all the aphids were gone. "Thank you," said the leaf. "You are welcome," answered both ladybugs, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. So really, that ladybug was probably just hungry and tired. What do you think? Do you get grouchy when you're hungry and tired? I do. He hadn't eaten all day, had it? Some aphids and a trip around the world. I hope you enjoyed. See ya.